buds, and of course our tiny buddies watching us right now. I am super duper excited for today's live stream. Team Tiny Buds, we have prided ourselves in being able to introduce different characters and wonderful stories like Twiga, Chubby, Haha, Tiny, and Busy. Which one is your favorite? You can comment down below. Each one of our characters also come with a story that has a positive value that we hope we can help you, our dear mommy buds and daddy buds, teach to our tiny buddies. And our hope is that they remember not just the stories, not just the characters, but the lessons from every single one of these stories as they grow older. That is why today we are so excited to be introducing our newest story and our newest character. But before that, I would like to invite all of you watching right now to join our Tiny Buds Family Facebook group. The Tiny Buds Family Facebook group is a place where you can meet thousands of other mommy buds and daddy buds who will not only be sharing their hauls, their reviews, but also important parenting tips and tricks to all of you guys. It's a wonderful supportive community, and if you are not yet a part, then I would highly recommend, and again, I would like to invite each and every one of you to join our group by simply searching these three words, Tiny Buds Family, over in Facebook groups. You will see the group pop up. You simply need to answer a few questions, and then that will allow you to join our group. So I hope to see you guys there. In fact, this is the perfect time to call all of your tiny buddies to come and watch with you. You can put them in bed, give them their blankets and their pillows, have them cuddle up, snuggle up, and enjoy, because today's story is going to be one that will be unforgettable. Now, Tiny Buddies, are you guys here? Tiny Buddies, I am so excited to be able to do this live stream together with all of you. Now, don't forget, Tiny Buddies, when I say Tiny Buddies, you have to say, hey, hey, hey. Can you do that for me, Tiny Buddies?
Yes!
Great! Let's try it. Tiny Buddies!
Hey, hey, hey!
Good job! But let's try it again. This time louder and with more energy. Are you ready, Tiny Buddies? Tiny Buddies!
Hey, hey, hey!
Amazing! I love your energy, Tiny Buddies. Keep that energy going. Keep commenting, keep sharing, keep sending those hearts all the way to the end of our live stream today. In fact, now we're going to play a game. Hang on. Do you hear something?
Yes!
Tiny Buddies, it sounds like somebody's snoring. We can't play a game if somebody's snoring. So we have to find out where that snoring is coming from. Let's listen together. Tiny Buddies, I think the snoring is coming from there. Shall we go check it out?
Yes!
Okay, come on. Do you see that, Tiny Buddies? It's an owl. Do you know that owl's name? That's right! It's Ori! Ori the Owl is sleeping right now. But we can't play a game with Ori if Ori is sleeping. We should wake Ori up. So, I need your help, tiny buddies. When I count 1, 2, 3, I want you guys to say, "Wake up, Ori!" Can you do that for me?
Yes.
You will? Alright, tiny buddies, let's do it. 1, 2, 3. Wake up, Ori! It's not working. Shall we try it again? This time, tiny buddies, we have to say it as loud as we can so that we can wake Ori up and play a game. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Wake up, Ori! It still didn't work. What should we do, tiny buddies? If only we had a clue. Wait, what's that? You see a clue?
Yes.
You're right! There is a clue! In order to unlock our clue, we need your help to hit that heart button as many times as you can. Can you do that?
Yes.
Alright, tiny buddies, let's hit that heart button! Just a little bit more! We're so close, tiny buddies, keep going! We did it! We were able to unlock our first clue! Good job, tiny buddies! Now let's read it together. To wake up Ori from sleeping, there is one place you should be going. This place studies the stars and the sky. Don't give up. Look up high. When we look up, tiny buddies, we see the sky. And in the sky, you'll see clouds. You'll see the sunlight, and you even see airplanes! But we're here on Earth. When you look at the sky above you with all of the clouds, and yes, also all of the airplanes, all of that is what we call the atmosphere. The atmosphere is made up of gas, and that is where all of the clouds, the wind, the weather happen around us. However, the stars are not in the atmosphere. They're much, much further away. And that is called outer space. Yes, outer space is where you can find the stars, the planets, the moon, the sun, and all of these amazing things in our universe. But how do we get to outer space? How do we even study outer space? Wait, I know what you guys are saying, but I can't go to outer space. I'm not an astronaut. But it's a good thing there's one place where both you and I can go. Do you want to know where that place is? If you do, say yes in the comment section. Do you want to know where we can go so that we can study the atmosphere and also the outer space?
Yes.
Alright, I am seeing all those yeses. Okay, the place that we are going to go is called the Philippine Atmospheric, Geophysical, and Astronomical Services Administration, or Pagasa! We're very lucky because Pagasa studies the sky, the atmosphere, and outer space, and all of that is happening right here in the Philippines. Do you want to go to Pagasa?
Yes.
You do? I want to too! Wait, I can't go like this though. So, just a minute, let me change. Yay! This is much better and much more comfortable. I am so ready to take all of you tiny buddies with me to Pagasa. But when we get there, tiny buddies, I need your help. I need you to keep your eyes open for clues. When you see a clue, I want you to shout, "It's a clue!" Or you can also comment it in the comment section down below. Are you ready to go to Pagasa with me?
Yes.
I'm so excited, but because we are going out, don't forget, always wear your mask. And make sure, safety first. Let's go! Hi tiny buddies, we are on our way to Pagasa. We cannot wait to see you guys there, but in the meantime, you can play this fun road game. Hey tiny buddies, let's play a road game. When you see a tiny sheep, shout hey hey hey. Atmospheric Geophysical and Astronomical Services Administration. Pagasa's goal is to keep us safe and protected from the forces like the wind and the rain that happen in our atmosphere. This is also the place which tells us when there's no classes. And how do they do that? They study all the different elements around us using science. Here's a fun fact, tiny buddies. Did you know Pagasa is also the official timekeeper of the Philippines? That is why you will see many different types of clocks all over their offices. Measure data is here in the Science Garden. As you can see behind me, it is a huge garden, but instead of being filled with the plants and flowers, it's filled with weather instruments. There are so many types of instruments, some that will measure our rainwater levels, the sizes of the droplets, the temperature, the speed of the wind, the direction of the wind, the amount of sunlight, and many, many more. Let's count all the weather instruments in the Science Garden together.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pagasa also has a massive radio tower which helps send data to and from all over the weather centers in the Philippines.
But that's actually not enough. We need to get more weather data from all over the country. How do we do that? Using these big satellites over here in the Pagasa offices.
Fun fact, we actually share all the weather data from these satellites to our neighboring countries all over Asia, and that helps each one of us protect each other from incoming typhoons. Another way that Pagasa gathers data is by using cars that drive right into the middle of the storm to measure all the data around it, such as the rainfall and the wind speed. They are called storm chasers. Do you want to see one? Let's take a look! Isn't this exciting? These cars drive right into the storm in order to get accurate data for you and for me. Finally, all of that weather data goes into Pag-asa's forecasting centers, and from there we get our daily weather update. Wait, did you see another clue? You're right! There is another clue! Let's work together, tiny buddies, to unlock it. Hit that heart button as many times as you can. Hit that heart button. Alright! We did it! Let's take a look at this clue. Weather's great, but the stars await. Find a building that's a big round dome, and there you will find the stars' home. Wow, sounds really exciting. Looks like we need to find a big round dome. Are you ready? Let's go! Tiny buddies, we're gonna cross the street to look for our big dome. But remember, when crossing the street, what should we do? Should we go straight or should we look both ways first? That's right! We should look both ways first. Safety first, tiny buddies. Let's go! Tiny buddies, I think I see a dome. Look! Do you think this is the dome that we're looking for? No, you're right. It's too small. This is what we call a mobile weather satellite. So they put it behind the truck and it goes and follows all of the typhoons and weathers to make sure that the data is accurate. But it's not our dome, so we have to keep looking. Come on! Look at this very interesting building. Did you remember the clue? We have to find a building that looks like a square? No. No. A building that looks like a triangle? No. No. A building that looks like a dome? Yes. That's right. And this building is a huge dome, and it's called the Pagasa Planetarium. Wow, tiny buddies, we made it inside the Pagasa Planetarium. I wonder what we are going to find. First of all, we have some friends here. Say hi to our tiny buddies.
Hi, tiny buddies. My name is Julie.
And I am Josie, and we're from Pagasa.
And welcome to Pagasa Planetarium.
What can we see inside the planetarium?
Here we have the 88 seating capacity. As you can see, we also have the projector and then the dome.
Wow!
So that place is the control room where we control the planetarium show.
Are you gonna give us a planetarium show today?
Sure, let's go.
Oh my gosh, Tiny Buddies! I hope you guys are ready for this. We're gonna sit down and then we're gonna enjoy our planetarium show.
Good morning, Tiny Buddies. Welcome to Pagasa Planetarium. On the eastern part of the sky, you'll be able to observe a somewhat fuzzy object. That fuzzy object represents our sun. So let's talk about the sun more. Our sun is a star. Yes, you heard it right. All of the planets, including the Earth, are revolving around the sun. So that is our star and our parent star. And over here are called sunspots. So the sunspots are the cooler regions on the surface of the sun. So the sun gives us heat and light. Can you imagine life without the sun? I hope we appreciate our sun more. So that's the sun. Our sky is subdivided into different imaginary lines. One of them is the meridian. So this meridian is held responsible as to why we affix the letters AM and PM in our time. We affix the letters A and M when the position of the sun is on the eastern part of the sky and just before the meridian. And when the sun is about to reach the center or the very meridian, we call it the true solar noon. And when the sun crosses that meridian and goes to the western part of the sky, that's the time that we affix the letters P and M, meaning post-meridian. So when the sun is about to set on the western part of the sky, we will be able to experience a series of twilight. Magnitude of stars can be observed. And once again, good evening to everyone. So good evening, Tiny Buddies. So at around 7:22 in the evening, these are the stars that we can observe. Unfortunately, here in Metro Manila, we cannot see this much of stars in the night sky due to light pollution. So do you want to see the face of our moon tonight? So let's take a look. What is the face of our moon? Here you go.
Fun fact, in our solar system, you can find 8 different planets. It might be very difficult to remember how they are arranged, but you can use this clue. My very educated mother just served us noodles. And that is the order of our planets from the closest to the furthest from the sun. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Now let's find some of these planets.
So here comes Jupiter together with its moons. And there you go. Here's Jupiter. What else do you want to see? Let's see Saturn. So let's take a look at this planet. And finally, we have Saturn. So Saturn is known for its rings. So that is Saturn. So here's Neptune, the farthest planet in our solar system. What else? Do you want to see Uranus? So let's take a look of Uranus. Here comes Uranus. You will notice it also has rings, right? That is Uranus. So those are just some of the planets that will be visible. Oh, by the way, here comes Mars. So by the way, planet Mars has 2 satellites. We have Phobos and Deimos. That is the red planet Mars.
What is a star made out of?
So hello, Tiny Buddies. Stars are made of very hot gas, a huge ball of hot, glowing gases held together by its own gravity. This gas is mostly hydrogen and helium, which are the 2 lightest elements. Stars get so hot by burning hydrogen into helium in a process called nuclear fission. This is what makes them so hot and bright. They come in all kinds of sizes and colors, which helps astronomers classify each star.
What is a group of stars called?
When we talk about a group of stars, 3 words come to mind: a galaxy, a star cluster, and a constellation. Let's differentiate these 3. Star clusters are a group of stars that are connected by a strong gravitational force and move more forcefully as the galaxy rotates. Examples are the M30 or the Great Cluster in the constellation of Hercules and the Pleiades or M45. Meanwhile, galaxies are a much larger constellation of stars, often larger than the star clusters. They can contain thousands or more of star clusters as well as numerous molecular clouds and dark matter. An example is the Andromeda Galaxy. A constellation, on the other hand, is a group of stars that appear to be related simply because they are positioned in relation to the Earth. Because they are at different distance from the Earth, the appearance of the constellation will change over time. Constellations include Orion, Ursa Major, Taurus, Perseus, and Cassiopeia, among others.
Fun fact! Did you know Ori the Sleepy Owl's name was inspired by one of the most recognizable constellations, Orion? How does the stars and the moon give light?
Let us talk about the sun first. Our sun is a huge ball of hot gas in space, and deep in its center is constantly generating an enormous amount of energy. This energy eventually travels out from its center where it's given off as heat and light. You may ask, how about the stars? As we said before, our sun is also a star. So the way the sun gives light is also how stars do it. On the other hand, the moon does not make its own light. It shines because its surface reflects light from the sun. And despite the fact that it sometimes seems to shine very brightly, it reflects only 12% of the sunlight that falls into it. The moon's brightness varies depending on which space it is in.
Wow, tiny buddies! Looks like we found another clue! Hit that heart button! Alright, let's take a look. How does one look at the stars? Find the instrument, the biggest of ours, and you will understand why Ori is always sleepy. Wow, did you guys enjoy that? I had such an amazing time here in the Pagasa Planetarium, and we just found another clue. I can't wait for us to solve it together. What kind of instrument helps us look at the stars? Is it a drum?
No.
No. Is it a violin?
No.
No, that's not right. Is it a telescope?
Yes.
Yes, it's a telescope. A telescope helps us look at the stars. Do you want to see a real-life telescope?
Yes.
You do? Come with me, let's go!
We have made it to one of Pagasa's many different facilities. This is called the Pagasa Observatory, established in 1950.
Wow, tiny buddies! We made it here to the Pagasa Observatory, and it's a room filled with telescopes. Let's take a closer look at this one. Wow, this looks so amazing, and we are so lucky because we have Sir Rene today from Pagasa to talk to us all about these telescopes. So hi, Sir Rene! Alright, Sir Rene, can you talk to us about what a telescope does?
Ang telescope ay ginagamit para mapalapit yung mga object na nasa itaas. Katulad ng sun, moon, planets, and stars.
Wow.
Itong telescope na to ay ginagamit para masilip yung araw. Hindi kasi natin pwedeng direktang silipin yung araw gamit ang telescope.
And then, Sir Rene, saan po tayo titingin?
Dito sa eyepiece, dito sisilip o titignan yung object na nanggagaling dito sa taas.
Wow! Ayan. So, we take a look inside here.
Dito sa eyepiece.
So, Sir Rene, makakakita ba tayo ng stars gamit itong telescope?
Yung ibang telescope, yun ang ginagamit natin pagsilip sa mga stars. Ito kasi, made especially para sumilip sa araw.
Para sa
Tinawag na
sun!
solar
Oh my
telescope.
gosh. Okay. Now, remember, tiny buddies, we are supposed to be looking for the biggest telescope. And Sir Rene, parang may nakita ko
yung tinatawag na Maxus o 7-inch reflecting telescope. Ginagamit itong pangsilip sa stars, planets, and other heavenly bodies.
Wow, so we can see the stars and the planets.
Pati nebula pwede rin silipin niya.
And again, dito po tayo sisilip sa
Dito sa
likod.
IPs, ito naman yung finder scope.
Oh.
Dito yung pagtutok bago sumilip dito.
Okay, so we use this to focus, and then here is where we take a look, and again we can see the planets and the stars and even nebulas. Amazing. Sir Rene, eto na po ba? Is this already the biggest telescope?
Ay, hindi po po. Pero meron pa tayong mas malaking telescope. Yun yung 45 centimeter reflecting telescope.
Oh my gosh. So Sir Rene is gonna take us to the biggest telescope. Are you guys excited? If you are, hit that heart button as many times as you can. Alright, Sir Rene, ready na po kami. Let's go to see our biggest telescope.
Okay, punta na tayo sa dome.
Okay, this is so amazing. So Sir Rene is taking us to see the biggest telescope, and Sir Rene may sarili siyang bahay.
Oo, yan yung bahay niya, yung tinatawag na dome. Kung saan nabubuksan yung kanyang bubong, yung kanyang roof.
Can you show us the dome?
Okay, tara.
Look at how big this is in real life.
Tapos ang
Wow.
telescope na to was donated by Japanese government in 2001.
2001.
Oh, noong October 8 pala yung ano.
Oh my gosh, so that makes it 21
21 years.
years old now.
Naka-install dito sa atin.
Okay, we're gonna go inside. It's very high, as you can see, because we still need to go up the stairs. So after a walk, climbing up the stairs, Tiny Buddies, behind this curtain is the Philippines' biggest telescope. Do you think it's this big? Do you think it's this big? I think it's even bigger than this. Are you guys ready to take a look? Let's go inside. Wow, this is humongous, guys. This is the biggest telescope in the Philippines, and it's right here in Pagasa. So Rene, you handle this telescope. Tell us a bit more about it.
Ang telescope na to ay may sukat na 17 inch. 17 inch yung diameter ng kanyang objective lens ang taas.
So Rene, bakit kailangan may dome tayo?
For protection. Kasi, siyempre, sa init ng araw, sa ulan, may mga masisira pang nabasa.
Yan. So lahat makikita na natin using this
Oo,
telescope.
yung beyond our solar system, makikita ng telescope.
Beyond our solar system. That's really, really
Tapos,
big.
pipindutin mo lang, may mga commands, pipindutin mo lang doon sa ating computer, kusa ng hahanapin ang ating telescope.
Ah.
Ano man yung planets or objects na makikita sa itaas.
Yeah, so the other telescopes that we saw were like this big, but this one is an entire room in itself. So Sir Rene, saan po tayo titingin sa telescope?
Sisilipin natin dito sa ating eyepiece.
Can the tiny buddies also come and take a look at the
Oo
telescope?
naman, kahit sino.
So you guys can come by, but you have to do it at night.
Night.
Alright, very, very exciting. Thank you so much, Sir Rene, for showing us the largest telescope or the biggest telescope here in the Philippines. So, Tiny Buddies, we found the last missing piece of our clue. We found the biggest telescope. That means we can finally understand why Ori is always asleep. I think there's one thing left to do. We're gonna take a peek into the telescope. So get ready in 3, 2, 1.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ori the Sleepy Owl, a story about responsibility. Tuck your tiny buddy in bed, cuddle up, and rest their head. Sleepy time is not far away when you listen to our story today. Once upon a time in the Tiny Bud's kingdom, there was a tiny sleepy owl named Ori. During the day, Ori would be asleep in a tree with eyes closed tightly. One day, 3 tiny sheep passed by to play. When they saw Ori, they called out,
Matt, come play with us. Matt, yes, it will be so fun. Matt, let's play.
but Ori did not wake up,
Hello?
no matter how
Yoo-hoo.
many times they would
Matt.
shout. The playful tiny sheep went and asked their mommy,
Matt, why doesn't Ori want to play?
Don't bother Ori, Mommy sheep would say. Owls are awake all night and sleep in the day. The curious tiny sheep wanted to find out why Ori stayed awake all night, so they went back to the tree and waited until the sun set. Soon, darkness fell and stars filled the sky. The tiny sheep were just falling asleep when they heard a soft
Oh, who's there?
Ori the tiny owl said.
It's us! It's
The
us!
tiny sheep called
Meh.
out, but they were too tiny and had to shout. So they climbed one on top of the other to get closer to Ori. 1, 2, 3. Finally, when they were high enough, they said,
Why can't you play with us, Ori? Yeah, why?
Ori looked at them with big, bright eyes. All around them flew tiny fireflies.
Hoo. Oh, I can't play with you in the day because I have an important task at night. Protecting you all is my quest, and I want to do my very best. When the stars come out and the moon shines bright, fireflies help light and find the way. I fly to every corner of the Tiny Bud's kingdom and chase bad dreams away. Over tiny forests, fields, and rivers, I shush any loud sound. Hush. So my friends can have peaceful sleep on the soft, cozy ground. Just close your eyes. You're safe when I'm around. Up here I will stand guard all night long, and if you listen hard enough, you'll hear my sleepy time song. Ori is singing now, sleepy time is near. Close your eyes, tiny buddy, there's nothing to fear. I'm here.
The 3 tiny sheep closed their eyes after hearing Ori's lullabies. It was so cozy in their bed, happy dreams filled their head. The tiny sheep finally understood. Ori's job was to keep them safe at night. Now, every night before falling asleep,
Thank you, Ori. Thank you, Ori.
whispered each tiny sheep.
our way to our second location. So yes, this is a very big shoot because we have multiple locations to see the Philippines' largest telescope. Hi guys, welcome back to our channel.
Hit that heart button! Just a little bit more. Ay, wala. Yung camera. Ito.
Hey tiny buddies, let's count the leaves on Alex's head.
1, 2, 3.
Hi guys, we're about to shoot our question and answers. We are on the last part of our shoot. Last location here.